Hey guys, welcome back. So today's video is a little vlog. I have been meaning to do so many more of these than I have done because I did say that I would incorporate baby content into my vlogs, and I just don't know where the time has gone, and we've been really busy. I'll explain why in a second, but time just has seemed to zip past and suddenly I'm already like over 37 weeks, which is just like blowing my mind. I know it's blowing Dad's mind as well, so apologies for that, but I thought today I would do a little day in the life vlog. It's Dan's mum's birthday today, so we are going out for lunch with her and some of her friends and her brother as well, so that'll be really nice. And I'm also going to do a baby haul because I've been getting so many requests to do that, so I'm going to try and pack everything in, but this will, I think, be combined to one day, and then I'm going to try and do more like multi-day vlogs as well. But in terms of why we've been so busy, apart from the general busyness of getting ready for your first baby, we've also, obviously we're heading into Christmas now. Many of you will know we have a Christmas tree business, and then this year we decided to buy not one but two new Christmas tree businesses. And if you're wondering if it's a good idea to buy a business or two the same year that you get a puppy and have your first baby, I can tell you right now, it is not a good idea. It's just been so chaotic and so busy. Like, we just haven't known like what day it is. It has just been like a madhouse. So we've been really busy trying to set everything up. Obviously we have like a deadline as well because the baby's coming really soon. And then Yoshi has been, you know, an absolute terror. He's adorable and we love him. I will do an update on him as well. But it's definitely been really challenging, along with being very pregnant as well. So that is why I've been a little bit quiet on the video front. I apologize, but honestly there's just been no time for anything. So we've been struggling to get all that done. I feel like we got a bit more of a grasp on it now, which I'm really happy about. And honestly we didn't have much choice because, again, impending deadline. But yeah, that has definitely kept us very occupied. And then in terms of a baby update, so we have also been super busy with appointments. I've had to have quite a few more than you normally would because I don't want to say complications, but kind of little bumps in the road, no pun intended. But I was initially measuring small with my bump, so they were a bit concerned about baby's growth, so I was referred to growth scans, and it turns out the baby is actually measuring way ahead of schedule, so somehow I'm fitting in a large baby inside a small bump. I don't know, how is that even possible? If any of you have had this, like, let me know, but I just don't really understand how that's a thing. So large baby, small bump, they don't know why, but at least baby is kind of progressing and hopefully kind of growing at an appropriate rate. However, in addition to that, baby was also lying the wrong way, and still is. So was transverse for a really long time, which is sideways, which is a really dangerous way to lie. So that was the case up until I think 2 weeks ago. So we were thinking that I was going to have to spend about 3 weeks in hospital because basically they can't risk you going into labor because they only have like 8 minutes or something crazy like that to get the baby out before there are like really serious complications. So I was very concerned, obviously, for a myriad of reasons. Thankfully, baby turned, but baby turned the wrong way, so we're now breech, but it does mean that it's a slightly less dangerous position, so I'll take it all day long. So no longer hospital stay, thank goodness, but it does look like a likely C-section because we're already kind of past the point where there was likely going to be a shift in kind of direction. So I'm very glad I didn't get wedded to a birth plan. Lots of people asked me and they told me that I needed a birth plan, but I was like, every single person I know who's had a birth plan has not had that happen, so I was like, I don't want to get wedded to something, and I'm glad I didn't because obviously this was not going to be my birth plan, having a breech baby and having a C-section, but we're fine. So we kind of have a date booked. I do have more scans and more appointments just to check everything over, but yeah, so that's kind of where we're at. If you have any positive C-section stories, please leave them for me in the comment section. I'm not against a C-section at all. My mum had C-sections, you know, plenty of my friends have had C-sections, but I guess it's just kind of getting used to the fact, and I've never had any kind of surgery, so it's a little bit daunting. But yeah, I know it's a really common procedure. So if you have a positive story, please let me know. If you have any tips as well for recovery, anything you bought that you loved, like let me know in the comment section. I'd be very, very grateful. But yeah, that is kind of where we're at with baby and very, very impending due date. In terms of kind of how the third trimester has gone, because I think the last bump date I did was, I think, a couple weeks out from my third trimester, and I was a bit nervous, to be honest, because I had so many terrible things about it and I suffered so badly in my first trimester. But I feel like I got all the bad things out the way then, because honestly, I really haven't felt anything like bad or really encountered any bad symptoms during these last kind of couple of months. So I've had it really easy. I still am feeling pretty active, you know, doing workouts when I can. They're definitely not as frequent just because it's been so busy. They're taking Yoshi for walks every day, which definitely helps as well. We live in a very hilly area, so that's a workout in and of itself. And I had no aches and pains. I'd say the worst thing is probably I do get more out of breath, but I read that's also because baby's breech, so I have a big old head like in my ribs. So I assume that's also kind of the case. I do wake up to pee in the middle of the night now, which I never used to before, so I don't love that. But at the same time, I'm sleeping pretty well, which I'm grateful for, because I'm just knackered. Like, I'm definitely feeling a bit more tired, and it's been very full on with work. But I mean, for me, those are pretty minor and definitely manageable. So I've been feeling very, very lucky. And yeah, hopefully delivery will be as smooth as these past couple of trimesters. So fingers crossed. But yeah, I think that's pretty much everything that's been happening. It's probably quite a lot. Oh, and in addition to all of that, we've also been doing a ton of house renovation work. We built a gym in our backyard. We've had backyard, how American of me, back garden. And then we've been finishing up the garden as well. So we've had workmen here like every day, and Yoshi goes nuts when there are workmen here. He thinks that everyone is here to see him. And yeah, madhouse is the only way to describe it. My mum tells me every time she comes over, she's like, it gives me new appreciation for my place because it's so quiet and calm, and your place is just the opposite. I'm like, it's how I feel every day. But yeah, hopefully I think we're getting there. And so I will do a baby haul now to show you some of the things that we got. I'll go over our car seat, the pram pushchair, and then a couple of other bits that we got as well that I've been getting questions about. And I also wanted to let you guys know that a new Black Friday sale has gone live. The Black Friday sales, I swear they get earlier and earlier every single year, but I'm already seeing the really big luxury ones go live. So this is the one at 24 Sevres, and it's a really, really good one. So I do have a whole blog post, as you can see, so I will link that below, but it's basically 25% off your purchase. So the minimum spend, I think, is like $250, so it's really accessible. You get it off most things. So Chloe Woody totes, Burberry scarves, Alexander McQueen sneakers, Chloe wallets, Canada Goose, La Mer as well, so even their advent calendars included. I just ordered this pair of boots and this scarf right here. Coach bags, So Much Good Beauty, S Max Mara coats. So I do have a full breakdown of all of my picks, as you can see. It's got my wardrobe favorites in here. My coat that I love is included. Just so many items, and everything is 25% off. So a really good one. I will link the blog post below if you wanted to check it out. So one of the things that we got, I'm going to show you the pushchair and the car seat that we got downstairs, because obviously those things downstairs. One other big thing we got was the Owlet monitor. So I spent ages researching the different monitors because I know there are so many different ones available. But I love the fact that this one comes with its own little sock as well. So as soon as baby gets here, I will kind of do an update, but it basically goes onto your phone and it monitors your baby and their heart rate and their temperature and everything. So yeah, so it basically tracks heart rate and oxygen level. You can stream the video and the audio from anywhere. You can watch the video clips of sound, and it all just sounds completely ideal. So I am just very excited for this. I just love technology. I think it's fantastic. So I will keep you guys updated on how we're liking it, but I am super excited about it. I just think the little sock is adorable as well. And as you can see, we are still doing the finishing touches of things because we still don't have the remaining door handle, because I switched those out. So we have a few little bits to get, but to be honest, I can fully imagine baby getting here and that's still not being done, because it's just one of those things which I'm like, oh, I'm really going to get to, and then I just really, really don't. And then I was getting a lot of questions about what diaper or nappy bag we've chosen. I feel like I'm going to disappoint a load of people with my answer, but it's this really simple one. I do have an Anya Hind Much Tote, which I'm planning on using for me, but I wanted something that I could use for Dan as well. And this is what we went for, like nothing too fancy or exciting, but I thought the print was really cute. It was pretty affordable and I just really liked the functionality. So not too exciting. It's currently filled with baby stuff for the hospital. It's from a brand called, I think it's Stork Sack. I'd never heard of them, to be honest, but I think it's just a baby brand. But lots of pockets and storage, like pockets on the side as well. I feel like it's a bit difficult to tell because I've stuffed it literally full with everything. But it has a kind of these shorter straps. It has a longer strap as well. And I just thought it was kind of nice and easy going. I didn't think Dan would object too much to carrying it either, and just nice and neutral. Hello, Yoshi. He wants to be involved. Hello. Are you going to do the vlog for me? Hello. You can see our floor is just slowly being destroyed by Yoshi. That's from his crate. Hello, Yoshi. Hello. All right, I was going to show you guys a little onesie I got, but Yoshi seems to have other ideas. Okay, so one of the things I wanted to show you was these sleep suits. So I have bought a ton of stuff from Mori, I want to say, and their items are nice, but they are quite expensive. But they do something called a sleep club, where they send you a new onesie every single month, like a little sleep suit, and you get like 20% off. So it works out better than their full price things. Hello. Have you seen our rug? Like, we have to replace all the rugs in our house because of this one. Oi, no. I'm glad I haven't washed this one yet, Yoshi. Hello. But yes, they send you a different one each month. You don't know what you're getting, but they're usually very, very cute. And then you get a discount off the sleep suit as well as everything else on their website. So I have been doing it for a couple of months and it's really cute. And this month's is a little gingerbread man, which I thought was adorable. So yeah, just a little recommendation. The quality is really nice. So hopefully baby will like them too. So Lily Silk was so nice and they sent me some gifts for the baby and I've just been opening the first one up. So this one is an adorable little yellow onesie and it's like the softest, fanciest thing ever. It's gonna be a very well-dressed baby. How cute is that? I can't get over like how tiny these are. Oof, and they've also sent me one of their pillowcases. I love their pillowcases. If you've not given them a try, I would highly recommend. Like, they're so good for your skin and your hair. I really feel like silk pillowcases have just done such a job in helping reduce hair breakage because I do heat style my hair so much. And their silk is always absolutely beautiful. And they also sent me this beautiful silk gown. How stunning is that? I do need to steam it a little bit because it just came out of the box. But the detailing on it is just beautiful. So, so lovely. Okay, so I thought I would get everything out whilst we have the floor clean. We just cleaned it and soon enough Yoshi will make sure that's not the case. So we went for the Upper Baby Vista and then this is the whole kind of travel set. So obviously it's set up in a kind of, is it pushchair configuration at the moment? And then you have the bassinet there, which we haven't set up properly yet. So we do need to do that. But to be honest, we kind of just wanted to get the feel of it. But it's really, really great. We're really happy with it. Crucially, it's really easy to adjust as well because there will probably be like at least 3, probably 4 people using this, from my mum to me, probably Dan's mum as well, and then Dan, and we're all very different heights. So my mum is like 5'3", Dan's 6'2", and so it does need a lot of adjustment, but it's super easy to do, so that's really, really helpful. Obviously we've not properly used it yet, but it is like super smooth. We've kind of given it a little test drive around the house. Really big like basket as well, which I love because I can just imagine that being so incredibly useful. And then we went for this really nice beige color, which I just thought was really neutral and classic, and I just think it looks really, really smart. And that's what it looks like from the front. So there is plenty of room. And as I said, we do need to do the bassinet because that's obviously what we'll be using first. But I am really, really happy with it. I think it looks great and it's just super smooth to use. And then we also went with Upper Baby for the car seat as well. We've already had a go, so we took this to an MCT class, and then they had dolls there, so we did try strapping everything in, and it seems pretty easy to use, so obviously we need to install that in the car as well. We do have the adapter as well, so gonna set that all up, but it doesn't look too complicated. We figured out the strap situation, so yeah. We did a ton of research into the different car seats and stroller options, but what swayed me towards Upper Baby was a book that I read. So this was by Rebecca Fett, who wrote the book that I read when we were trying to conceive, which is It Starts with the Egg. Really famous book. And then she wrote a follow-up, which was basically pregnancy and beyond, called, I think it's like Baby Brain Health from Birth or something like that. And it basically touches upon all the different elements that can affect a baby's brain development. And one of those things is the chemicals that can be present in fabrics, specifically relating to flame retardants when it comes to travel strollers and also car seats as well. So that kind of terrified me, but she did have recommendations in the book as well. So she did specifically recommend this one, which is the Mesa car seat. And then I think she also specifically recommended the Vista as well. And I was happy enough with that because I was already familiar with them. Like, I love the look of them, glowing reviews in terms of functionality. So it was kind of a win-win, both in terms of like the look, the function, but also being super safe as well. So those are what we went for. I am very, very excited to use everything. Happy to do an updated review if anyone's interested. But yeah, really, really excited. Okay, so as I said, we are now, well, it's actually a little bit over 37 weeks. So pretty much there. It feels like the bump is getting bigger every day. So this is where we're at. I'm not sure how much bigger you're supposed to get in the last 2 weeks, but I definitely feel like there's like a lot of baby going on. So yeah. Definitely growing, definitely gone a lot bigger over the past kind of 4 weeks, but we are almost there. All right, so it's kind of looking, there he goes. Oh, hang on, I think I'm gonna have to let him out to go to the toilet. No? Potty training is going a lot better than it was, but we still have a few accidents, so we're always on high alert. But we are in full-on kind of Christmas grotto mode. Honestly, it's usually way earlier than we would put up Christmas decorations, but we had to put so many up that I was like, I don't have it in me to take it down, only to put back up in like 2 weeks' time. So we're just leaning into it and embracing it. So we have one there, we have another Christmas tree there. I do have to put another one up. Yoshi. All right, so everyone wants an update on Yoshi. How have you been doing? Good. He's grown so much. He's now so heavy that I can't really lift him. Dan's still okay, but he is growing at a crazy rate, probably from all the treats that everyone feeds him all the time. But yeah, he's doing well. Slash completely terrorizing us at all times. Come on, Yoshi. Say hello. Hello. How you doing? Oh God, it's not good footage. He has pretty much ruined all our carpets. We've had to get replacement covers for our sofa. Just the full shebang, but it was to be expected. Unfortunately, despite the fact that Yoshi is very white, Yoshi loves mud. So it's a constant battle, and our garden is still in progress, unbelievably. So there's always muddy footprints and it's just impossible to keep clean. So it's just one of those things, but he's doing very well. So we're just taking Yoshi for a walk in an attempt to tire him out before we leave him for a couple of hours. As I said, he's not terribly good by himself, so we just had the excitement of everyone at our place, so he's already a lot calmer than he usually is on a walk, if I'm honest. Yeah, hopefully he won't be too distraught. We have our Christmas wreath up as well. Looking so pretty and festive.
Right now I'm standing in the corner. I see you from across the room. It's kinda crowded here, but I know you see me too. Everybody's singing, oh.
Hello, so we just came back. Me and my mum came back a little bit early because we didn't want to leave him for too long, but he's just been napping, so he's been all right. Got some sausage as well, didn't you? A little bit of sausage. I have a little mini wolf on me at the moment. He's chomping away on a toy that he broke. I don't even know whether you'll be able to see it, but it used to be that like fishing rod rope one that I showed in the first vlog of Yoshi, and he has since destroyed it, but now seems to enjoy it equally as much as just something to chew on, so fine. Everyone has gone now, so it's just all nice and quiet. Not nice and quiet, it was a lovely day, but get very sleepy now, don't we, Yoshi?
You videoing this assault that is taking place.
So we realised Yoshi doesn't understand the word dinner, but he does seem to understand.
Yoshi, are you hungry?
He seems to understand the word hungry.
Are you hungry? Yeah? No. That's a paw to the throat. Oh, is a hungry boy? Should we go and get you some dinner?
Alright, you guys, I'm going to leave the vlog here. Dan just fed Yoshi, so we are just pretty much going to chill for the rest of the night. Thank you so much for making it this far, if you did. I'm going to try and do some more vlogs. I'm going to try and do more like multi-day vlogs as well, rather than just day in life. But I hope you guys enjoyed this nonetheless, and I will see you in my next one. Bye.
I don't know what it is about you.